Yeah! All right, welcome. Steven Nova practicing there tonight. It's a sold-out crowd on the Boston side, but it's not sold out, obviously, once again, on the Miami side. White does not have a lot to offer you. Steven Nash is on the Boston side. He won a championship last with them. He also won with Zachy Mulder, Dax Freeman, James Zayn, and they won that one ring together in 2014, 2013, 2015, and 2014. They won those years. 2013, 12, 13, and 15. They lost in 2014 to the Cleveland Bluebirds. But Steven Nova, he was idolized for many years, and they finally hooked him up. This was the guy that they were talking about. This is the guy that Rylan Freeman is known for being known after. And look at how they compared him to him. They made him look similar. They made him have a little bit of blue. Look like a policeman a little bit too. Lonzo Brown tonight. He's one of the best players in the league at the small forward position. Man, you talk about most improved. I thought he was going to be in that category. He wasn't. So, you know, it's all good. I think they looked through everyone in the league and they just said, hey, David White, he's special. And it's not that hard to look through 20 teams, you know, in this league. It's not hard at all. Yeah, so 3 starters already entered the court. We're waiting for the rest of them as they still are getting off on their sleeve. The 2 Freeman brothers just entered. The 2 Freeman. So all of the James Freeman family is here. James Freeman Jr., Dax Freeman taking his time tonight. James Freeman warming up with the starters. His son, Jack Freeman, who will not be starting tonight. Possibly he could give his son the starting spot next year if he gets a retirement opportunity. It's not even cold. No. So Freeman is a special player. He's real talented. Huh?
He finished the ink again.
You finished it. Miami's all here. Boston as a group that needs to work together right now. Dax Freeman is just, yeah! He loves his fans. What's up, man? What's up? Nice to see you here. Nice to see you here, man. Yeah! We love you! Yeah, Dax! Yeah, Dax! 1, 2. 1, 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. The RBA game is a proud sponsor of our National Associated Press. Our association is a proud sponsor of our National Association. RBA Basketball is a proud sponsor of your National Associated Press. Thank you for watching RBA Basketball. Let's hear it up for the RBA live stream here today. Thank you. Yeah! Are you ready? Boo! Boston is entering the arena now. So Jason Smart makes his appearance here tonight. What's up? He's a guy that we picked up in 2016. JoJo Johnson Jr. Oh, he's been in the league for a long time. He's been in the league since 2015. He's an older guy, broke his arm last year, or currently this year, I believe. And when he broke his arm, it was just such a disappointment, you know, because this guy is so special, and he was already messed up. He's scratched up a little, you know, has a little bit of wear and tear. He doesn't look the same as he used to be when he was first picked in the RBA, but you know, this is a Megaforce character. This is a Dino. This is a Dino player. This is a Dino player. God, he's just so special. And when you witness a guy like this man play at the highest level, you just really love it. You love it because this is the type of player that's going to go out and score 20 to 25 a night and have a good night as a whole, and everybody's gonna love him, you know. Yeah, he has a couple fans tonight. His father's watching, obviously, the president of RBA basketball, president of the Power Rangers, leader of the Power Rangers community, and he just loves seeing this guy. Him and Gardner Jr. sharing a moment there. Really nice. What time are they going to start the game today, Marv? Yeah, well, they're getting ready to start it very soon. I just really love the fact that they're taking their time right here. Joshua Alford, yeah! He's got a couple of fans. Joshua's a guy that's a real great shooter. He's a really great center. He loves playing alongside JoJo Johnson Jr. They're in Miami trying to finish out this series. You know how it's gonna go. Boston's gonna win 2. Miami's gonna win 2. And then the series will get interesting. But you know, JoJo's part of a younger generation of RBA basketball players. Alfred is part of that same generation of younger basketball players. Dinos and Ninjas have a huge franchise with one another, so it's nice to witness that. JoJo Johnson Jr. obviously part of that younger franchise. Yeah, well, they're getting ready to get going here. A special guest came to the game right now. His name is John Karsten. He's sitting right next to JoJo Johnson. So hopefully we can show you guys that. But he's sitting next to JoJo Johnson. Do you think they're going to discuss something? No. Because let me tell you something. They're not going to discuss anything with their teams. I think JoJo Johnson has to figure that out himself. And he didn't want to be the conversation then. They could talk about trades all day long on another day, but tonight they're in Miami. They're here to witness greatness happen. Gaynor Paul's last season. This is a great player, and he could honestly see himself going home early. Because when you have a player like Gaynor Paul, you don't know how long he's going to last like this. He's so old. He's 39 years old now. He was 37 when he won an RBA championship. Do you think he goes up to 40? He's part of that old generation of basketball players. The oldest generation that's still in the RBA. That's what he's part of. And the oldest draft class, the 2008 draft class. And right out of the blue, he came in and won an RBA championship. He's in that Derrick Rose draft class, the Robert Jett draft class, the Rockto Chet draft class. So, you know, that kind of San Antonio Knight draft class, they had a couple really good players. lots of forwards, lots of guards in that draft class. Not a lot of bigs. They always lack bigs, and this year they're trying to fix that. They have more bigs than ever in any other draft class. What about that? They have more players than ever in any other draft class. Yeah, that's the fun part about it. Here, I'll show you a new angle just so that we can see that camera's capturing the correct things. Yeah, well, they're just waiting on the coach now. Yeah, he's here. So, Coach Troy Diggins, yeah! And obviously, one more guy. So, they can get that one last guy in the building, and they'll be ready to go. Yeah, marching Morgans. All right, yeah, the camera's doing well. Yeah, they have a couple cameras that are already ready to go for the game tonight. And obviously, they're going to be ready for the game, you know? And it's going to be a fun one. It'll be interesting to witness what will happen on the court tonight as a whole, you know? In most cases, we witness a lot of good things in the RBA. One thing I want to talk about with you guys before we get to the game, how does this team play at a high level without inducing their team? That's a great question, and the way you answer that kind of a question is real simple. You don't. You don't know what inducing means. Let's ask what inducing means. Show you on the display camera, because that one is now ready to go. Yeah, what about that? What does induce mean? Succeed. So how does Boston... What was the question? That's a great term to use, honestly. So I want to hear the question again, and we can do that. That's the main point of what we're going to get from this. And you know, we're going to get that thing because we're going to use the replay system real quick. And we're going to get that term down for you guys real quick here. There we go. All right, so just this camera. Once you get that camera set up, then we'll get going here. All right, so let's go to the replay center and figure out what inducing means as a whole and how it was used in that term. All right, so yeah, obviously, what we just asked was, how does inducing mean, and how does this team succeed without inducing? So how does this team succeed without succeeding? It's a real simple question, and it's real simple how you answer that. You don't, because that's not a term type of thing to answer. All right, and that's the simplicity about it. It's not something to answer. It's not. This is an RBA special here today. Boston and Miami are facing. And you don't succeed at persuading or influencing someone. Inducement. So yeah. Very simple. You don't answer it. Because either way you lose. Steven Nova from Miami. Miami averages 144.5, 36.5 on 24 rebounds, 11.5 turnovers, and 2.5 steals in the last 2 games. On the other hand, for Boston, 43 assists. Astonishing number. That's just special right there, you know. And then 32 rebounds, 60% from the three-point line, 66 overall, 7.5, and 2.0 steals. These two teams are so neck and neck. How are they down 2-0? How is this Miami team down 2-0? I mean, you got to play the game at the right level, and right now they're not playing it at the right level. And you got to play at the right level so that you could succeed. And right now, Boston leads the series 2-0. They got to come back. Miami's at home tonight. They got the crowd on their side. Let's see how they can do. And let's see how Boston performs on the road. All right, now let's check how they did last time. Both teams, how they did last playoffs. Before we start, we have a couple minutes here before we actually start. So here we go. So the RBA playoffs, we can go back to 2020. The last time we did have an RBA playoffs. You go back, RBA Draft 30. That's what the name is for this one. So RBA Draft. RBA. Where is it? Draft 30. Yeah, well, let's check it out. Let's check out Miami first. They played against Boston only. So we're going to check out Boston. They played 14 games in the playoffs before the finals. And you can check out how they did. So at Washington, they won obviously. At Miami, they lost. So 1-1 right there now. At Miami, 2-1. All right. At Baltimore, 3-1. 3-2 at that point, and then 3-3. So they're at the 50 record when they play at an away crowd. Trust me, Boston had to win 16 games to win the championship. They won only 3 on the road. That's crazy. Out of 6. So, let's go to the finals now. The 2020 NBA finals. But we want to add some light into this. Miami, how are they at home? How are they at home even though they played one series and lost in 7 in the same way? They lost in 7 last time around, and they played Boston. Oh, they lost in 5-6. Looks like they had to surpass Toronto, and it was a 2-game series. This one was a 5-game series. 2, 3, yeah, 5-game, not 7. So they played them in the second round last time, and they played Toronto, even a harder team, the first round. How are they at home? Yeah, well, Miami got the 2 rounds. That's also a very good credibility right there. I want to give them credit for that. They did well at home. They did well. They won 2 of the 3 games last time in the postseason. That's a 67% home win percentage. So Miami is a good playoff team when it comes to the home crowd. So you got to write that down. 2020 playoffs. Miami at home won 2 of 3 games. They only lost 1, and they eventually just lost the series because of that. I think it was 7, but Boston just took care of business, Probably. Yeah. Most likely. Let's see. Miami, game 1, won. Miami, game 2, lost. Miami, game 3, won. Miami, game 4, lost. Miami, game 5, lost. Yeah, once they start losing, it's just a rhythm. Longest streak was 2. So longest losing streak is 2. That's also a statistical fact. Is 2. And then we can also write down 2020 playoffs, Miami. Boston, away crowd. Won 3, lost 3. Now we gotta check the finals. This is in all of them. Remember that. Boston, this is for them. This is only 3 series. But they also have the RBA finals. So, gotta go to the 2020 finals now. If we find out the name, it'll be better. RBA finals 2020. There we go. Okay. That went to 7 games. Nice. Boston on the road. In LAS. 1-1. So 1-4 now out of 7. Boston again on the road. 1 again. That wasn't on the road. This one. Boston lost. They're 50%. They're 50%. And then against LAS on the road. Lost. So out of 9 games, they won only 4 out of 9. You know, if we equivalent that 2 out of 6, 1 out of 3. So they win 33% of their road games. And then Miami wins 67% of their home games. So that is something to think about. We want to implement that next year. A lot of that to what we got. And we can't make it rushed, you know. There's a lot of statistics to count towards the league. And one of those statistics that's very important is road and home games. You get a lot of home wins, you got yourself a great round in the playoffs. Here we go, Miami and Boston. Are you ready? Dude. Miami Heat schedule. Miami Heat are going to be at the Magic, so it won't affect us. Here we go. Yeah! Doo-doo-doo. Nova. Is gonna go at it. Can you turn off the heat? There's Dax for 3. Yes, Dax Freeman for 3. Robert for 3. Bang! Robert Bolino for 3. Dax Freeman. Lonzo 3. Rebound by Bolino. Gives it to Clyde. Clyde, yes! And they are on a fiery fist of run right here. Clyde Newman. Dax. He's got 7 already. And he just wants to carry this team right now. He does not care about nothing else. Doo-doo-doo. JoJo, bad shot. Rebound by James. Thought it was going to get rebounded by Alfred. It didn't. Dax gives it to James. James on the drive inside. And that's a defensive foul. Yeah, well, his feet weren't set. And you know what? A great play right there. James Freeman. Really happy about that play. James makes that free throw. Robert for 3. Bang! Robert Bolino. James in the paint. Pull up. No good. Rebound by JoJo. Lob! Wow! You are kidding me. Let's go, White Light. Lonzo, another miss. Rebound by Bolino. Gives it the Gator. 3! Dax 3, yes. Miami looking quiet out there. Yeah, Boston looks like they're on fire right now. Red Fury are red hot. There you have it, Alfred. A 3 as well. Now everyone on Boston has scored. Miami needs to facilitate more. Stolen away by Clyde. Down the rim. Clyde Newman, the rookie sensation. And Dax tripped. Nova set the screen. Lonzo, double team, 3! Gainer for 3, yes. Gainer Paul with a 3. James Freeman, a little bit older, he's in that 2005 draft class. JoJo couldn't get that bucket in. Takes a 3, yes. JoJo Jr. Wow, they have a 12-point lead. Nova 3, yes. Steven Nova for 3. Paul for 3. Nope, not gonna find him that time. Got double team. Bolino, yes. Robert Bolino for 3. Good job by Clyde, and he's doing a great job on offense right now. Nova on the drive, yes! And the only positive you find from this whole quarter is Miami's able to get inside and get personal fouls and make Boston work for their foul calls right now. Yeah, Boston doing a great job on defense tonight. And an even better job on offense. Bolino for 3, yes! Robert Bolino for 3. Hey Siri, do the Celtics play the Warriors tonight? Yeah, we will be in Golden State for that game. Nova! Yes! Steven Nova. Boston Celtics have had a good run this year. Paul, yes! Gainer Paul for 3. Obviously, everybody wants to see the rematch. Look at Robert with a steal. Yes, sir. Time out. Miami. Robert Bolino saying, I want to get this team back on the map. Yeah, well, you look at that. You know what you got right there. And you got an equilateral right there. 4 divided by 9, by the way. 4 divided by 9. What's that win percentage? It's a 44% road win percentage to 67 home. Seven. Yeah. Do-do-do-do. 36 seconds left. Miami really struggling tonight. Robert Bolino, though, he's not done. He's not struggling. He's started off hot, and he continues to shoot at a higher level. He wants to get a amount of rings that his brother has. He's only 1 away. And he wants a 2-peat specifically. And maybe they play Minnesota in the finals. Maybe he plays against his brother in the finals. Who knows? Robert Bolino played power forward before they drafted JoJo Johnson Jr. Do you think that next year, if Johnson Jr. leaves, they put him back at the 4? I mean, he's a great rebounder. He's a great player. And they started him at that position specifically because they had Steven Nash. Specifically because they didn't have any other. They had a guard. Once they realized that they don't have a guard no more, they put him at the forward and they said, hey, you get to still start. We want to rotate our team to make sure that we still stay potentially great. And he still gets rebounds. You see that? That's how you play basketball. 74% three-point shooter. Really made his name known on this team. Robert said, hey, I don't have to play the 4. I know I have before, and I know I did in high school, and I know I did on Megaforce, and I know I did before. And he was one of those draft classes that was before RCBA started, so he wasn't even part of that. He's 4 years older than his brother. They didn't even have RCBA before. Ralph Bolino was the first year they had RCBA, by the way, just letting you know. They automatically just recruited players before. Yeah, well, this timeout was taken at 4:27. It's 4:29 now. Dax 3, yes, got it. Dax 3 went for 3. Gainer, double team initiated. Good defense by James Jr. He had to push his uncle out of the way, but hey, you better be happy you're playing with your uncle. Alonzo for 3, bang! 6-0 run. Klein 3, yeah, no. And out of bounds. Dax. Goes Alonzo back to Dax. 3, yes! And a 9-0 run to end off the quarter. Good job by them. Miami. And there's Dags. You know your percentages. And he knows well what he should have done compared to what he has done. All right, let's look at things at a higher perspective here now. Baltimore and Orlando, 126-96. Connor Val, what is that score? 126 minus 96. 126 minus 96. That's a demolishment. That's a 30-point defeat. So minus 30 range. Plus 30 for Baltimore. They get that win. So now they're up 3-0. It was a 100% chance of happening like that. And now it's just all but bitter. It's projected still to be 27, a 17-point crush out. Range, it means that Orlando will never win against them. Maybe 1 in every 100 games, 1 in every 50, 2 in every 100. They will actually beat Baltimore in luck. Good thing. The thing is, they never play 100 times. This is the NBA where they play every year, again and again and again and again every year, and they do it for 10 years straight. This isn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm sorry. Like last year, we actually had a real good regular season. That was probably the first time we had something like that. So I'm just gonna be honest with you. We've had seasons before, but we've never had something like that. We've had 12-game seasons before. We've had 20-game seasons. We have had tournaments. They're having a tournament next year for the regular season, and it's going to be called the Division Tournament, and it's going to cover one of the division games. More news will be out on that later on. Not now, not here in December. But just the main point there, Baltimore won by 30 plus. That was the first one. Oklahoma City and San Diego, that was a little bit... That was before this one, and they won by 5 still. They were projected to win by -9. They were projected to win by 3 there. They didn't. They won by -5. So that's actually -2. Projection stated wrong. And then projection was wrong by +2. +2, yeah. It was by wrong. This is positive for Oklahoma City. Positive for Oklahoma City. Negative for Oklahoma City. -4 projection stated wrong. So this is negative for Oklahoma City again. They were supposed to win by 9. They won by only 5 once again. So they kept that rhythm. So each game is going to be -5. Now it's most likely 100% chance and 100% chance the series is over. -5, -5. -5 is going to be how much they lose by, unless they blow it, and it could be -8. It could be. You make one more 3 if you're Oklahoma City, you have -8. I mean, I think they just dribbled it out, you know? Like, they can time out. Look at that. 2 seconds left was the last play, and they just took the ball, threw it to Carbide, and that's game. You know, it was supposed to be -3 even, but they didn't. So it would have taken game 2's role if that happened there. Okay. Nevada and Seattle, this is fun. This was a fun one, obviously. This was -1, the actual. The projected was wrong by 3. It was wrong by 3. It's negative for Seattle. it's actually positive. So it's positive 3 wrong. So positively 3 wrong for actually this is not -1 because it was projected. It's projected that Seattle wins. This is +1 instead of -1, and then it's gonna go ahead and be -5 wrong for Seattle on the projection. And then this game right here, this was today, -10 wrong. It was projected +10, so that's actually gonna go ahead and be -20 wrong. Because it was projected to be, or no, -19 wrong. So look at that trend right there. We got a lot of the projections stating wrong things. Hopefully they can fix themselves out. Projections aren't always correct. But look at that projection right there. -19 wrong. That was the projection for that game right there. And that's how off it was. It's supposed to be Seattle wins by 9, not Nevada wins by 10. So it went -19 there. Wow, yeah. Interesting. Miami. This Miami series has been all but interesting. Miami projected to win by 5. We'll see if they're accurate. These two teams have a huge chance. Miami projected 40% to win. Boston has a 60% chance. This goes up to 80-20 tonight if Boston wins. So right now it's 80-20. Yeah, exactly. It's 80-20 right now. But we'll see what happens. We'll obviously see what happens, 80-20 right now. Boston's still projected to win, but it's 80-20 right now. As of right now. As of this moment right now, it's 80-20. Boston wins the whole series. So that's a good chance. You better hope if you're a Boston fan that this team continues their rhythm right now. They've got a real great start to this game, and we'll see if it continues. JoJo for 3. Yeah! There you go. And JoJo Johnson Jr. just a spot-up 3-point shooter. Man, he could play the point guard if he wanted to. Dax hits a 3. 19 for Dax. He's had an old but great season. Has not done well in the regular season, in the postseason though. Gainer on the trap. Doubled. Gives it to Robert. 3. Oh, Gainer wide open. Yeah! Wow! And Gainer found himself in a position that he can be wide open. That's crazy. Dax hits a 3. Yes. Clyde. Yes. Dax on the drive inside. And then forcing fouls on Boston tonight might be their only strength as a whole. This is what you do. This is how you play basketball at a high level. And Dax Raymond. Robert lost the ball. Good defense. And he says challenge. Ah! He's telling the ref it was touched by Lonzo. He saw him. All right. I didn't see a little fingertip, but let's see. Let's see if he's right. Let's see if Robert's right. Oh, that might have been the technical on Robert. Yeah, we would have given the technical to Robert Bolino. Nice. Let's see. I don't know what just fell. Okay. This is a little bit off. So let's check the replay system. Oh! That's close. It could be accurate, actually. Robert Bolino could be right about that one. Oh, look at that right there, right there, right there. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's look at this angle. Oh, yeah, it was in the air, so it's not going to be a successful challenge. All right, yeah. The ruling on the play stands. It's a turnover on Robert Bolino. The challenge is unsuccessful. It's going to go ahead and be Miami basketball. Thank you. And they will lose that timeout now, Marv. What about that? That was close, hey? I mean, he really thought that he could get away with that. I mean, go for it. You know, you got the challenges for a reason. You know, go for it. Doo-doo-doo. Lonzo for three. Got it on his face. Now it's only a 3-point game. JoJo for three. Yes! JoJo Johnson Jr. for three. James Jr. double team initiated. Dax. And it finds James up and out. Round. Yeah! Look at them. And a lot of teams like to run this nowadays. This is great basketball right here. Dax gives it to James Jr. and the double team is initiated. At that point, you got Dax, and then JoJo right away comes up on him. So he gives it to James. And James, this is where they should equal it and let themselves get back to their players and restart. That's how Miami's going to restart and give it back to Dax. But instead, they don't equal it. They stay on James Jr., like, for some reason. And then look at this. Look at this. You got this. Gives it to Nova one time. Alfred switches on there, and then right on his face. Wow. You know, that's interesting. Defense right there by Boston. Gainer three, unable to. Rebound by James Jr. And he's upset that they double teamed him. He thinks he's just a rookie. I don't know why he's getting double teamed. I guess that's what he thinks. But you're in the RBA, so be ready for more of those all of your career. Alfred, and a little bit of a deflection. Not a good shot again. Nova dives for the ball and gets it. Lonzo for three. Yes, sir! Miami has the lead. Yeah! Gainer. He's going to shoot it. Yes! No one on him. I think a little bit of slack off there, and it's not worth it. Dax, bad play. Clyde, yes, sir! And yeah, Dax had to get back. And he did, and he made a bad play on the floor. He made an awful play. They had the lead just a couple seconds ago, and then they just went on a 0-5 run. Clyde, well defending. Here we go. Oh! And you got that set up again. Here we go. James, this time they stay. Blocked by JoJo Jr. Rebound. Oh, wow. That was disappointing. Missed two shots. 2 minutes. Deuce. Clyde the rebound. Rebound now to Bolino. Bolino shoots. He's fouled. And my goodness. Robert Bolino shooting three. Wow. Unbelievable. Robert makes that first one. Makes that second one. Makes that third one. Dax three, yes. Got a flick off the rim. Clyde says, let's restart. Gainer, double team. No, in the corner. Yes, sir. He's able to get every chance he can get a shot off. He's able to get all of these shots in. I love the rhythm right now. Dax! Authority! Manning is authority right there. And you got 127. The rest of the way will be a free throw line play for them. Yeah, Dax. That free throw as well, that's smooth. You talk about how he hasn't been having those MVP numbers. And now look at that. He's got the same amount of points that he averages in one half. Gainer for 2, yes! Good shot. Gainer Paul being well defended tonight. Nova in the paint. On the drive, yeah! Steven Nova being well defended. Clyde gives it to Bolino. Bolino shoots. Yes! Robert Bolino for 3. Excellent. Excellent right now from 3. Yeah, they just sparked up. Dax! Oh! Wow, that's big. That's a big time foul right there. Dax, is he all right? I don't think so. He's going to have to go to the locker room. Wow! Oh! He just popped his arm out. This is extraordinarily rare. Oh! Dax, 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 Dax. And he's all right. Yeah, well, that's a pop bone right there, and he cracked it, and you don't care. They are going to glue him, though. So he is going to have to go. Dax Freeman gets injured. Remember, if he can't shoot the free throw, he can't come back to the bowl game. That's always been a rule. That's a rule in NBA. We saw that rule be displayed in the NBA at first. We're going to tell you guys where we got it from and credit it, obviously. We saw that rule be displayed in the NBA Finals when Klay Thompson got injured. So that's where we got it from right there. So he's just going to have to get himself some gluage there. And he gets that free throw in. And he will sub out. Beep! Hopefully he's ready to go for the second half. Well, for now, he's just going to have to go to the locker room and get himself rested up. Dax Freeman Jr. checking into the game. Thank you. They love Dax, and for him to even witness that kind of an injury, it's not good. That was the second time that he faced that injury, too. You're saying that he's faced that injury before? Yeah, he has. So that makes it even more crazier. Lonzo Brown tonight is 67%. He's -3 on the floor, though. Robert Bolino for 3 again. No, and not that time. Lonzo gets the board. We just talked about him. Can he do it? Can he tie this game? Lonzo with the ball in his hand. Shoots a 3 and he's fouled. That is number 4 on Clyde Newman. Clyde's got to stop fouling. He's getting players injured. And now Lonzo Brown just got the lead. They didn't even give anything for that injury report right there. And they don't even think it's that big of a deal that they didn't give anything. Well, it really is a big deal, and it's a big deal to Miami fans all over the world, Yeah, it definitely is. So that's a big deal. Obviously, Lonzo Brown makes that one. Alford with the slam! Yeah! Wow. Joshua Alford. Dax Jr. throws it to Nova at the end of the second, and he gets it in. And he pulverized the rim, and then he grabbed the ball and said halftime. Miami playing aggressive here. A great pass. I'm not going to lie right there. That's a great pass. Steven Nova. So Miami goes to halftime with a 1-point lead. This has been a great game so far. We'll see you guys after halftime. All right, basketball fans, let's hear it up for the RBA. The review on the players on the review. Play on the calls on the review. That pass. Players on the review. All right, so we're going to show you guys on this play right here how this is going to get overturned now. It's going to be a free overturn because they didn't even challenge it. Boston didn't even care to challenge it, but they should have challenged it, and I'm going to tell you why. Because let's look at this play right here. I want to show you guys this, and this is real interesting. This is great. This is a great reason why we have replay system. Uh-oh, we lost it. All right, let's go ahead and get it back. Go ahead and show you guys. We've had a couple of seconds here of no clock time at all. All right, right here. Let me show you this right here. And you guys can decide from your judgment. Look at that. The ball is right there. You know why the ball is right there? Look at the ball. No, that's the ball right there. It did not go in. It did not go in. You see that? Look at that. It looks like it went in, but look where it bounced. Oh, yeah, right there. You can see where it bounced out. That is special right there. That is the greatest reason why we have replay system. And look what we're going to go ahead and do right here. The play on the review has been changed to a no basket. Oh! So no basket. And it is 68-69 now. That is interesting.
Yeah, well, you know, when you have the RBA basketball game at a high level of play, you want to send it out to the best person that you know that will watch it.
gonna take a little break, and then we'll be right back for the halftime. I'll be there. All right, we're back for the second half here. Yeah, well, Dax Freeman obviously went straight to the locker room after that arm injury. He had a little bit of stiffness on his arm, but he was looking good. They're going to check him out after the game as well. They want to make sure he's fully recovered before the end of the game, before they get to go back to Boston, obviously, as well. Dax Freeman underwent a little bit of surgery there. He's still not eligible to come back in. Per report, they saw that he did crack his arm, and they need to review it under a surgetic reviewer. And obviously, they can't do that right now because the game is about to start. But they're going to put it in there. So they're actually going to do it, and they're going to start his surgery. He's obviously not going to play the third. He never plays the third. He hasn't in a very long time, at least. But yeah, this is disappointing for all of the Miami fans. This guy is your MVP. But Dax is going to undergo surgery and be well taken care of during that process, as they unscrew him and they get his arm truly fixed up, not just a minor fix-up here. Yeah, well, they're just going to make sure that he's all right, and they want to make sure that that crack is sealed. They know it's a crack, and they know if it's not sealed properly, this will go ahead and cause him a lot of issues, especially if this Miami team is able to come through with the series. This will cause a lot of longevity injury issues for him as a whole. And that's one thing you want to avoid as a Miami. What, like the longevity. The longevities will screw you over. It will screw you over completely. It will screw the team over. It will screw you over. This is something that you want to avoid and you want to take care of right now. Yeah. Especially when you're down in the series 2-0. He's not going to even be able to come back, I don't think, tonight. Because if he has glue on him, that glue has to fully seal for him to recover. So, and it's a close game, so this is going to cause a problem. Either he comes back, make sure that this team is not down 3-0 when he comes back, or he takes the right proper measures to stay healthy. Yeah, but he's going to come back because he's ready to go already. Yeah, they took him right away, and This guy gets that full advantage being a superstar player that he is. He gets that full advantage that you would expect he gets. Yeah, Dax is going to be ready to go. He's just going to get some rest right now. He knows that took a big toll on him. They want to make sure he's healthy. That's all they're aiming for. They're not aiming to keep him out of the game for any other purpose. They need him in the game, and this happens in the playoffs a lot. You know, players will stay healthy all year long. Right when those playoffs hit, we stop knocking on the wood or something. I don't know what it is. We stop knocking on the wood because the wood stops working or something, and it shouldn't. Because Jesus needs to take care of these players. Just like how we would sacrifice everyone for him. So hopefully, amen, please, Lord, make sure these players are protected as a whole. And stop getting injured. Because they cannot get injured continuously and nothing happens about it. Yeah, this is a huge issue for the RBA Basketball Association, the Ranger Basketball Association. It's been an issue for a while. Lonzo Brown got injured this year from Miami. A lot of players got injured. Alfred got injured. JoJo Johnson Jr. got injured for Boston. Gaynor Paul got injured. Robert Bolino, he's the only one that hasn't gotten injured. Jason Samar that hasn't gotten injured. Clyde, he's good to go. Marching, he's good to go. But James even, he's gotten injuries before, but he just patched himself right back up and got ready to go. It was like, oh, yeah. Those are like fake injuries too by him. Rylan Freeman Jr. even got injured. James Jr., he hasn't gotten injured ever. Jack hasn't gotten injured ever. So some of these guys, you know, never have faced even an injury. Paul's going to come out for Oregon. And Alfred will come out first for Garnett Jr. So those two get to play together tonight. Smart, Oregon. Bolino, JoJo Johnson Jr., and Garnett Jr. against Rylan, James Jr., Dax Jr., Jack Freeman, and Nova. And it's Boston basketball.
Let's see how this goes. You know, you gotta have perception and willingness to win. Jason Smart! Dax Freeman Jr. for 3. Junior checked in a little bit early. Bolino! Oh, he's smart. Taking that one.
Just such a reminder to him, to us, who he is. He reminds us all the time who he is, and he's just like Ryan Curry, just like one of those shooters on any other team on the roster. Robert Bolino is having a hell of a good playoff postseason. Garnett Jr. off the iron hitch, and he hits a 3. Jr. out of bounds, and Boston starting to fall away with the victory. JoJo up and in, yeah! So if you have a lead like this, you go ahead and take care of business. This could be over right now. Jack inside. And his father taught him that move, that skill right there. Got the rebound.
He didn't give up. He didn't give up on the play. That's a great job by him.
Yeah, JoJo on the drive. This time got it in. 15 for JoJo Johnson Jr. James, yes.
James Freeman Jr. for 3.
JoJo 3. Oh. Jack Dax Jr. gives the Ryland for 3. Air ball. And they airball their own team. Jason, no, got the rebound. Hitches it out to Garnett on the foul. Yeah. Crowd is not happy about that one.
Yeah, well, look at that play right there. Not a good play to have. And, you know, that's the type of play that screws this team over so much. Garnett Jr. was just fading out. And he hit a floater on Nova. A guy that's made the All-Star game, I believe. Or was a contender at least. I don't remember if he made it. But he was a contender. And this Garnett guy, he really showing out tonight. Proving who he is. No time for any substitutions yet. Garnett Jr. shooting one. Boo! And he makes it. Of course he made it. Yeah, 69% free throw shooter in his career. Ryland, 3. Yes! That was a big one. For Ryland Jr. Here's Smart. Gives it to Organt. Organt for 3. He's fouled. And there you go again. Organt. Skill set. Trigonometry. Taking big time shots.
Oh!
Boo! Boo! And Organt missed 2. Junior to Dax. 3!
That's a 1-point lead. Smart! And a goaltend might be called. No.
He put his arm in front.
No, it's not a goaltend. Come on. Come on now. Don't give him a goaltend on that play. Yeah, no goaltend. All right.
Beep.
Robert Rolino coming out for Gaynor Paul.
Boo!
And they are not happy with that substitution. Joe Dodson Jr. coming out for Joshua Alford. Crowd does not pay attention to that. James Freeman coming in for Steven Nova. Yeah! Yeah, those two were talking. Lonzo Brown coming in for James Freeman Jr. So Smart gets 2.
Boo! Boo! You suck!
Both teams got bench warnings just now. Jason Smart hits that one. And misses that one. Here we go.
Do-do-dun. Do-do-dun.
Junior saying you gotta relax it. Ah!
Lonzo Brown with a turnover. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2.
Paul to Organt. 3. Lost the ball. Ryland with a steal. Throws it to Dax. And he slams it in. And Boston, he wants to review. Organt saying that it was not a dunk. And it didn't go in again.
Maybe he was right, and he wants to challenge it because Miami got away with one of those earlier, so he's obviously going to want to challenge it, yeah.
All right. So they will challenge that one. Organt said he saw it and it wasn't in.
All right, yeah, well, go ahead and accept that, and they're going to go to the challenge line now. All right. Review's being challenged on the floor. Thank you. Oh! I'm just looking at how that centered the rim right there. There you have it. And yep, it's going to be overturned for sure. We'll show you why
here, just a smidge here. Look at that. Look at how it bounced here. Look right there. It doesn't go in. Same thing happened just a couple plays ago, and look at that, it went out of bounds. So it's off of Miami, and it's a turnover. So that was a successful challenge right there. Great job. Let's see what the refs decide on. The ruling on the floor has been overturned. Boston gets back their challenge. It is indeed an out-of-bounds play and a missed slam dunk. Thank you. Yeah! Crowd does not like that news, as it will not count now. It will go out of bounds and be a miss. So instead, it's a miss and a turnover. Smart, 2, couldn't get it. Yeah! Ball don't lie! Brown, 3, yes, yeah! There you have it, the lead. Smart, he's fouled, and he gets a 3-point shot. Jason. And he put himself under that shoulder when he was in San Antonio and led that team to a couple wins. They weren't satisfied with him after that. They thought he was going to come in, and they expected a lot more. Jack just said, put him at the 2, put me at the 3, we'll do better. They never listened to him. They traded Smart, and then they put Jack to the 3. And he's like, why? I mean, they got back Alvin Mason at the end, and I think Jack's not going to be very happy with them in the offseason with what they did as a whole, because now they're down 3-0, and now they're down 2-0. They're about to be down 3-0. Jack for 3, yes! And Miami ties this ball game once again. Paul for 3, yes! He hits a big 3 there. James for 3, no good. Rebound by Garnett Jr. He secures the basketball in his hands. And Smart tells them, set it up. Gaynor to Organt. Marching gives it back to Gaynor, back to Smart. Smart gives it to Gaynor, swing to Alford. Back to Gaynor, back to Smart. To Organt, out of bounds. Bad pass. And they didn't know what they were doing right there. I don't know what they were doing either, to be honest with you. Quite frankly, they're going to get 26. They're just having fun out there now. Jack, 3, no good. And a rebound by James. James inside. And yeah, he just did not want anything to do with that. Jason, 9 seconds. Smart gives it to Gaynor. Gaynor gives it to Organt. Yes. And here's Lonzo at the buzzer. It will count if it goes. It will count if it goes. Oh. They gave him a second try at that because the rim wasn't adjusted. They were going to count it, but it didn't go in. So Organt hits a 3, and they got what they wanted there. See, Gaynor was trying to get Organt involved, but he was like a little bit of a slip up on that last time. And he gave it back to Smart because they were just trying to get him involved. And then look at that, a turnover and deflection, and then Jack misses a 3. James says, I've had enough of that tonight. I've had enough of these misses. I'm going to go up. And Jack was right there, right next to him when he get that up. Yeah, you got to give your father some space. He's older than you, too. He could have got seriously injured. Come on now, Jack. Yeah, 3.7 points per game. Dax Freeman is going to check in. Dax Freeman is going to check into the ball game. Yeah! And he had a little bit of a stiffer arm now. They glued him. They sealed him. Hopefully he's good to go. They will not sub in Clyde Newman yet. Not just yet, because he has a lot of fouls. Joseph Johnson Jr. and Robert Bolino checking back into the game for Martin Organt and Kevin Garnett Jr. Beep. So those guys have a lot of good numbers once again, and I'm going to give credit to them. Nova's going to stay. James is going to stay. You know what the ruling is. Ryland Jr. is going to stay, and Lonzo Brown is going to stay. So James Jr. will go ahead and have that play. But now they're going to do a half-court shot that they were supposed to do at halftime, but they never did because they ran out of time. All right, basketball fans, it's the fourth quarter, but we have to pick one special fan from the Miami crowd to get a potential chance to shoot a half-court shot. Let's see who gets it. Oh! What is your name, son? My name's Dan. My name's Nova. My name is Pete. Nice to meet you, Pete. The ruling on the play is if you can get a half-court shot in, you will get a court-side appearance to this game. The rest of this game, you will get to sit court-side next to the players. Right there, because the court-side seats have been taken already. So you get to sit right next to the players right now. Right next to where their bench is, exactly right where it is. It would be this bench seat right here that we're putting right here. If you make the half-court shot, we're going to put it for now. See if you can get it or not. And if you can just make a three, if you don't make the half-court shot, you just make a three, you'll get an autograph from your favorite player. Who's your favorite player on the Miami White Lights? Steven Nova, man. I've been following him for days. All right, that's enough information for us to know that you will get an autograph if you can make a three, but you missed the half-court shot. If you miss everything, then you go home with nothing. No one has ever gone home with nothing so far ever since this contest started. Let's see what you can rumble. Come on, Miami crowd. Let's hear it up for Steve, for Pete. Ah, come on. That was a close one. Went in it and then went out. Too much force that time. See if we can get a three-pointer off, though, and get an autograph from Steven. Oh, better luck next time, Pete. You know what? We're still going to give you that autograph for getting a good try at it. Yeah! Oh, look at that. He loves him. Wow. Well, would you look at that? He didn't get anything off, but appreciation right there, man. That is a great job. RBA does that because they want to make sure that the same fan doesn't come... There you go, buddy. Yeah, woo! Thank you. Good luck this quarter. Thank you. We'll try to win for you. Don't worry. We're not going to go down 3-0. Pete got an autograph from his favorite player. What about that? Yeah. What about that, indeed? All right, let's get ready to rumble. Miami basketball. Yeah. All right, crowd. Let's get hyped because Ryland Freeman Jr. is still in the game. James Freeman is in the game. Steven Nova's in the game. And your own favorite, Dax Freeman, is still in the game. He's recovered and ready to go. Let's get ready to rumble. We're down by 4. We need your crowd tonight to yell, "Let's go, White Light!" Let's go, White Light. Dax hits a 3. Defense! Here we go. This is big. This is the moment they've been waiting for. Paul, 3. No good off of Ryland, though, and out of bounds. And they can't give that one, obviously. Smart down the lane. Couldn't get it. Here's Dax. He's going to give it to Lonzo. 3. Yeah! There you go. JoJo Fly. Oh, wow. He's lengthy tonight. Dax hits a 3 again. Nice shot. He's got a stiff arm, but he's making threes. Robert for 3. Yes. Robert Bolino for 3. Gainer Paul, man, he's been in this league since the beginning. So is Dax and James. James 3. Yeah! Splash Brothers on the move now. Gainer. Oh! He told Ryland, come for me. And then he did that one to him. That is special right there. In the air for a full 3 seconds and got it off. Gainer is messing with Miami right now. James wants it. Pull-up jumper. It's no good. JoJo the rebound. Excellent rebound there by JoJo Johnson Jr. Alfred in the paint. Alfred will shoot a 3. No. Off. Nova. Give it to Dax. Stolen away by James. Jason down the rim and he's fouled. So 3:12 to go. Not 3:11, 3:12. Smart got it and got fouled. Bad pass by Nova. What can you say? You know, you got to make sure that you make a good pass on the defensive end. And, you know, it's a play that you got to work on. Yeah, 25 for Robert, 26 for Gainer. Boo! You stink! It's better than the 3, though. Boo! And he makes those 2. So now they're up by 2. James, pull up, yes! He can't miss everything, huh? Not tonight, not tonight. He won't miss everything tonight. Jason gives it to Robert. Gives it to Gainer. Good defense. Gainer just making fun of him. Making fun of Ryland Jr. right now. And James Jr. is checking into the game. Lonzo for 3. No. Robert the rebound. Gainer, and he says go, go. Gainer 3. Oh. Rebound by Ryland. Back out to Dax. 3. We're tied still. Clyde Newman is going to check in. We've got 2 minutes to go. Jason, the Gainer. Again to Robert. Robert for 3. Yes. Robert Bolino for 3. That was Robert to Gainer, by the way. And then back to Robert for the 3. That's out of bounds. And that's a big time play. 2 minutes to go. Jason Smart coming out of the game for Clyde Newman. So Jason is being talked to right now by Coach Troy Diggins. He will come back into the game if Clyde gets one more foul. Because he's on that bonus line of 4 right now. Clyde Newman, he's a great defender. And that's what great defenders do. They make sure they can use all their fouls as much as possible. You know. This team right now has played so well. Robert and Gainer specifically sharing these points right now. Double team on Gainer. 3 anyways! Oh! And they are watching this man. He is so good. James for 3. 2. It will count as a 2. His foot was on the line. Oh my goodness. Clyde. JoJo for 3, and he's fouled. So 127, he's fouled on the play. Beep. James fouled him. JoJo gets 3 shots. Oh! Boston is coming out and getting this win tonight. I'm going to tell you that much. Boo! If he misses all 3, everybody in the building gets a free ticket to the next game. Courtside. Oh! And yeah, they were going to give them all courtside tickets. Imagine that. Ah! Yeah! And Dax Freeman with 46 tonight. Oh, and he makes 2 out of the 3. That's good. JoJo Johnson Jr. Dax 3, got it. Good shot. Makes it a 3-point game now. Josh. And JoJo saves it. Back to Josh. Gives it to Clyde. Clyde. Doo-doo. Gives it to Bolino. Bolino, 3 off of Lonzo. And they want to challenge that now. Lonzo saying he doesn't agree with that call. He wants to challenge it. Yeah, ref wasn't looking even, too. The play on the floor is going to get challenged. Thank you. All right. So now they're going to challenge it. All right. Okay, so this is the play under the way. And, you know, man, I'm going to be honest with you. That was a close one. And, yeah, Miami, you can tell they're fighting for this game right now. But it might just be too little too late. Oh, that's close. That's a close one, but let's check it out. Those small forward and shooting guard players are just so talented. Oh, about at 110. I don't know. I can't tell. One of our cameras went down as well. It does look like it touched Lonzo, though. Yeah, the camera that we expected to go down went down. Yeah, off of Lonzo with 109. The play under review is unsuccessful. It is off of Lonzo Brown. We lost the camera as well. Thank you. And they lost the camera, so now they can't even get that full view. But it is off of Lonzo, unfortunately. So the challenge is unsuccessful. It's going to go back to Boston. And 109, that's the good thing about Miami right now. They got 2 seconds back. Clyde making it look painful for Miami right now. Gainer, little bit of that and little bit of this. What a shot. Gainer Paul is going to send Miami home. What a shot. And James, you got to stop touching him. They are fouling way too much now. That's number 7. You are joking. Number 7. You know the rules, Marv. Boo! And he makes it. So one more. Extra free throw now. Boo! Timeout Miami. They are down by 8. The largest lead of the night. Yeah, Boston just waiting, and they finally got that moment where they don't have to wait no more for this win. Dax with an injury, and you know, when Lonzo Brown is unable to make some shots, you don't have a good shooting guard in, and Dax, he's 86% tonight. I don't know what the problem is. Their defense is just their defense and their turnovers. I think they're fouling way too much. They're turnovering the basketball compared to Boston way too much. And timeout, you know. We got to talk it over. That's a good sign by Rylan Freeman Jr. Rylan Freeman, Coach Rylan Freeman, obviously, he wants to talk it over. There's a minute left. You got to talk it over. It's an 8-point game. There's a minute left. This is one of the best teams in the world. Don't put yourself down if you're Miami right now. You understand it's projected to be a thing, and it's going to be one thing or the other. And obviously, sometimes projections do not go as promised. They don't go as they should go. That's the reality of things. Yeah. They just won't. They just don't go as they should have. And you know, sometimes you got to deal with them. Sometimes it's just how it's going to have to be. Unfortunate and not good. Not good. And they just got to go in for the 2-pointers right now and try to get a good play off. You know, there's not much you can do. You're down by 8. You're down by 8 right now. So try to get as many threes as you can. Try to push. I say drive in, but, you know, you're already on the bonus, so you don't have any fouls to give. Are you ready? Lonzo shoots, yes. And he hits a three. Do. Clyde gives it to Robert. Robert gives it to Gaynor. Oh! Gaynor, yes, sir! Making this crowd go to bed tonight. GP260 is in the building. It is grinning from 3. This man is special and he's back for more. He's saying we are going back to the finals. And they want to beat Baltimore in the second round this year. This has been a dream for them. A dream to come true. James shoots, yes, and he got it in. It counts. So James Freeman able to hit that 3 right there. Good defense by JoJo Jr. Was that a foul though? There was no foul call. And Miami says that he got hit. So now they want to challenge it. All right, Miami on the floor is challenging the basketball play. They're challenging for a defensive foul on Joe Johnson Jr. So if Miami gets this challenge, I'm pretty sure they're going to accurately want to miss the free throw on purpose to get another 3 off and make it a 2-point game. That's what you have to do. There's 32 seconds left in this game. You are down 2-0 in this series. There is nothing more that you want right now than to get that done and get a good shot out. Right there. Okay, well, that's all. It's all about hearing right now. The basket on the floor is not a personal foul. Miami will lose their timeout. They will lose all exceptions of it, and it is no foul. Unsuccessful. There you have it. They give them an extra second there, but you guys can look for it yourself, but hey, right now, it is a big deal. Yeah, and this is disappointing right now. Clyde and Robert gives it to Gaynor. Gaynor, yes, sir! Another 3. He's baking Dax. You gotta be joking. Dax shoots a 3, yes. And Dax gonna foul him. You don't have any luck. That's what you gotta do. Tonight, you have no teammates involving themselves with you. You don't even have James Freeman. He's too old. And this is all but bitter. Boo! Boo! And he makes that one as well, and he'll get an extra one. Come on, you suck! Trash! Boo! He's a 72% free throw shooter. And he makes all 3, even the extra one. My goodness. Dax shoots out of bounds. Gaynor. Boston about to go up 3-0 in this series. And Dax is going to foul again. 16 seconds to go. So Clyde has a better opportunity to miss free throws, if anything. But he's 74%. Yeah! You know what that means. Dax hits a 3. Good shot. Yep, you missed one. Dax with a good 3 right there. And he's got to continue to foul the right player. Clyde says he'll inbound. Robert and a foul. And you are kidding me. Now that's a joke. 10 fouls. And they're officially on the red now. So now it changes the rule. Now we're back to 2 foulties. All right. Yeah, 2 free throws, but 1 free throw. And Robert makes that one. Yeah. Once they realize that it's a violation again, you get another call on it. Dax, no good, and that will probably do it. Clyde is fouled. Gaynor Paul is a champion, and he's an RBA former champion, and he does not want to lose to Miami, does he? Clyde makes that first one, boo, and makes that second one. So they are going to go down 3-0 now in this series, and that will conclude that one. Yeah! Boston is up 3-0 to the Miami White Light. The 5 seed and the 4 seed really have truly battled. But this one is all but bitter. How good are they? Gaynor puts on a show every night. And I just love the fact that he's special. He's just special. Gaynor Paul is special. What can you say? What can you say? He's special. And he just loves the game of basketball. He's made a lot of threes tonight. Woo, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's not done with one. He wants more. He's already won a 2008 RBA championship. He's won in 2020, and he wants one more. He wants Boston to get one more. And Boston has truly become real contenders now. Let's talk to the man in red. The red squad is being led by this guy. What a talent. Red is one of the strongest, and Gaynor is one of the strongest players of this union. And one of the oldest. Yeah, for sure. Gaynor, tonight you had 46 points. You led this team to a victory. How did you manage in this crowd? Oh, they're a real good crowd. They're a crazy crowd, too. It was tough. You know, we had to hit a lot of our threes, and we did. We outscored them in that fourth quarter. We outscored them in a lot of the game, and I think we came out and we got the win, you know. And now we have an 80% chance of winning this series. So I'm just blessed about it, and I'm very proud of our team, and I'm hoping we can get the job done next time and take care of them. You guys just went up 3-0. That is a huge difference to what just happened here. +5 towards the actual projection is wrong. And Miami has a 20% chance to win Game 3 now in their own crowd. You guys also changed factors for your own team. You guys, personally, after we looked at statistics, you guys had won only 4 out of 9 games on the road. Now, you've changed that perspective on your team. Now you guys are 50% on the road, 50% win. You guys made yourself 50 on the half mark for road games. How do you feel about that? Oh, we just had to take care of business, you know, and keep on getting wins. And, you know, we took care of business at home. We took care of business tonight. You know, that's all I know. And it's a great honor. It's a great chance. And it's a great ability that we have. And I'm in all respect to Dax. He's a real great point guard. It's unfortunate that we even have to play them, you know. They're such a good team. They're such a tough team. They made the RBA 2K League conference finals last year, but yeah, we want to make sure that Baltimore has no more rest more than us. We want to get right to them, and We want to be the first matchup of that playoff round 2. You guys could possibly play now in round 2 as soon as possible. That game could honestly be up next on January 9. Maybe possibly on the January 12, 13-day week, you guys could play against each other and start that series. How do you feel about the perspective of doing that so early on? Oh, we're ready to play. You know, this series isn't over yet. Miami is a real tough team. They're real dogs. They're going to fight next game. They're going to real push. I think they really fell apart tonight, and this was the biggest lead we even took them by. So I'm just blessed on the bottom of my heart, and we were able to take the win tonight. You know, we weren't able to do that, and the last 2 games we took them over by 10. So I really feel like we started taking over the series from them, and we got one more, and then they're done. And we go on. All right, thank you. You guys play Miami on the 23rd. That's only on Saturday. That's how much rest time you guys get. How do you feel about getting that much motivation to keep going? You know, it's gonna come up fast, and obviously, it's gonna be a quick one, but I'm gonna come out and get the win. You know, we got a lot of rest from last time. I really believe that we got 2 weeks of rest. We got enough time to rest from game 2, and we want to take care of business and make sure we can take care of Miami and their crowd and humiliate them. All right, congratulations on your 46 points. You're 13 for 17 from the floor. How do you manage to keep this team together? Last question. During this run that you guys are on. We don't want to just win all 16. We want to win 16 in a row. We want to break records. We want to do all those crazy things that no one else expects. So obviously keeping this team together is a very big concept that we have to make sure that we can control and take care of the win and come out and get the win. Other teams like Toronto and New York, Cleveland even, they lost games. Baltimore and you guys are the only ones that didn't. You see yourselves playing Cleveland in the conference finals in a classic between 2 veterans, you and Robert. You guys played in 2008 against each other and 9 in those RBA finals, and you guys won 1 apiece each other. Now you guys have an opportunity in your last seasons against each other to fight for that one last battle. How do you feel about that? Obviously, Robert's on a different team now than he was back then, and we played Cleveland before in the playoffs. And I mean, we want to go out there and play hard. It don't matter who we play against. Robert is a great friend of mine, and it would be an honor to beat him. Obviously, he's a very talented player. He's more talented than me, to be honest, quite frankly. I just started surging in my career, whereas Robert, he's surged all of his career. He was Rookie of the Year that year. He's a real talent. He's a true talent. And I'm just having those veteran moments, you know. I got my numbers up because of that. But it don't matter, really. RBA's made a lot of proclamation rules from back then. Shooting guards and forwards have been more involved now in the league. It's a whole new game now. And, you know, power forwards and centers were the main thing. And point guards back then. Because that's all they used to run back in the day, so they wanted to make it like that. But, you know, when they added the small forward shooting guard and didn't make it a 3-on-3 anymore, I think that we really had a lot of fun. Have had a lot of fun. There's 3 teams right now that have a 3-0 lead. Tomorrow could be 4, so it's real great that those opportunities don't go to waste. Obviously, the series is obviously projected to be 7 games, and we want to break that projection. That's how we keep our team together. We want to tell them that we know the odds. We know we're projected to win by 60%. Let's go out there and do a little bit better, though. Let's sweep them. And we're going to be bringing in the broom. We're going to definitely be bringing the broom for game number 4 in Miami, and we'll be ready for it. All right. Congratulations on a huge win for your team. No team has ever come back from 3-0 We will see you guys on Saturday to possibly finish Miami for good. All right, thank you. Gainer Paul, everybody. We want to thank you, RBA basketball fans. It was a 2-hour stream. We had 2 of these today. So we are drenched. Thank you, RBA basketball, once again for coming out and watching our game. Gainer Paul with 46. 31 for Robert Bellino. 55 for Dax Freeman. Proves 2 superstars other than one is much better. Yes, sir. All right, basketball fans.